Hello everyone, welcome to CryptoPi. In today's video, I want to make a speculative estimation of when Bitcoin could bottom this cycle. Alright, what do we have here? Bitcoin in its USDT pair, and I have some of the drawings from almost all of our videos. And the first thing I will switch on is the accumulation lines and the distribution lines. We have discussed in most of our videos until now about taking accumulation line and distribution line as the reference, breaking down the Bitcoin cycle breaking down the Bitcoin price action in 4-year cycles. So what are they? The distribution lines are marked as the lines after which Bitcoin does not make a new all-time high, or it does not make a new high for that particular cycle. If we look at the price action from the beginning, I usually exclude the first cycle in the sense where we had the high in June of 2011. The price action was not yet mature, so this particular phase of Bitcoin is excluded right now from the analysis. Coming to the cycle, which is the next one, where we see distribution line is on March 24, 2014. The price crossed this distribution line and the downtrend continued until the price crossed the accumulation line. So if we follow this idea that as soon as the price crosses the distribution line, we are in a confirmed bear market, we would like to see the same patterns in all of the 4-year cycle. For accumulation line, whenever the price has crossed the accumulation line, Bitcoin goes sideways and then the next bull run begins. In the cycle of 2017, price crossed the distribution line, we started the bear market, we stayed in the bear market until price crossed the accumulation line. Whenever the price has crossed the accumulation line, that does not mean it's end of bear market. We do see another drop of 20, 30, 50, whatever X number you want to pick up, and we see a drop in the price. Bitcoin then goes sideways for a couple of weeks, and then it starts the next cycle. Let's look at 2021 and 2022. Bitcoin's price before it crossed distribution line was at 68,997, and it crossed the distribution line in the week of 15th November 2021. And then we saw a bear market, quite a long bear market, until it crossed the accumulation line. We did see another drop of around 25%. Bitcoin went sideways for a couple of weeks. Then the next bull run began in the year of 2023. We see the same pattern in the year of 2025. Bitcoin price crossed it in October 2025, and since then we have seen Bitcoin price going down or sideways for a couple of weeks. Right now we are in the sideways price action, and it is likely that we might follow just like this bear flag patterns. We might follow also here bear flag patterns, go sideways or short rallies, and then it continues its trend in the downwards direction. So the question is, where can we say that it will stop going downwards? What would be the time frame and a particular date to take an estimate? Which date or which week can we say that at this point it is most likely to bottom? For this, I have another line, which is the pre-election year. So this one is the last, or if you want to say the first date of the pre-election year. All right, it is marked here at 28, so the last week of the year. If we look back at 2014, the price bottomed between these two lines. The lines are switched, but let's assume the absolute in the sense that the price bottomed between these two lines. In 2018, price bottomed between these two lines. 2022, same thing, price bottom between accumulation line and the pre-election year. So one might say that, yeah, there is a good possibility if Bitcoin follows the same pattern from previous years, price could bottom between these two lines. The question is, where between these two lines? You see, here we have 14 weeks between these two lines. And if I go back to the first one, here we have 3 weeks between these two lines. The next one is 7 weeks. So we have 3, then 7. Now we have 10. And here we had 14. So the price somehow, not the price, but the bottom, the range where it can bottom is increasing with some repetition. So we have 3, then we have 4, then we have 7, and then 10. Not 4, but we have 3, 7, 10, and 14. And here we can say that here it's 3, then plus 4, we get 7. And 7, then plus 3, we get 10. And then 10 plus 4, we get 14. So we see that there is a factor of 4 and 3 getting repeated for each of the range where Bitcoin could bottom. But another analysis, we can look at it a bit more in detail. So here it was 3, so price bottomed at 1.5 weeks, so somewhere in the midpoint. In this one, price bottomed here, and this is 3.5 week. So somewhere at the midpoint of this interval is the week where price usually bottoms. Over here, we had price bottoming at the 5th week, so 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and the 5th week. So if we consider that the same pattern will be followed for the year 2026, then price is likely to bottom in the 7th week. So 3, and here we have 7. So that's the week of November 9th. That is approximately 32 weeks, I guess. 31 weeks from here. Mark this line and we will look at it again in November if the price bottoms in the week of November 9th. If it bottoms before that, it's fine. It's good to DCA already, because right now it does not make any sense to dollar cost average when the goal is to take the entry in the long position. If I'm risking to take a long right now, I'm risking a huge drawdown and a very long wait period before price will go above my entry point and reach to new highs. So for me, it is mainly wait and watch what the price is doing. If there is some strength in Bitcoin's price action, then perhaps this whole analysis can be reevaluated. But until now, if you look at the historical prices, historical pattern, 4-year cycle, there is no indication that we will see an all-time high, a new all-time high, before the price has crossed the accumulation line. If you want to check out where the price might fall, in which region, I have made a video just last week. So do check it out. And if you like the analysis, then do hit the subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.